Artemi Panarin's stunning exit reveals internal Rangers influence behind Kings trade. Artemi Panarin's move from the New York Rangers to the Los Angeles Kings shocked the NHL world. While trades involving star players are nothing new, the way this one unfolded raised eyebrows across the league. Panarin's first public comments as a Kings player didn't just explain his decision. They quietly exposed how someone inside the Rangers' own locker room helped guide him toward Los Angeles. For the Rangers, the revelation may be just as painful as losing their franchise winger, a trade that caught New York off guard. Throughout the 2025-26 NHL season, rumors swirled around Panarin's future. Many believed he could end up with a Florida-based team or a clear Stanley Cup contender like the Colorado Avalanche. Instead, the Rangers found themselves blindsided. As the Olympic roster freeze deadline approached, Panarin finally informed New York management that he would only waive his no-movement clause for one team, the Los Angeles Kings. That single decision changed everything. With the clock ticking and no leverage left, Rangers general manager Chris Drury had no real choice. The team had to make the deal happen immediately or risk losing control of the situation entirely. The return was widely viewed as underwhelming, especially considering Panarin's elite talent and star power. Many fans felt the Rangers were forced into accepting far less than Panarin's true value. Why only the Kings? The biggest question after the trade was simple. Why Los Angeles? The Kings were not sitting comfortably in a playoff position. They were on the outside, looking in, fighting to stay relevant in a competitive Western Conference. From a financial standpoint, Panarin also appeared to leave money on the table. Other teams could have offered larger contracts or clearer championship paths. So what made Los Angeles different? According to Panarin himself, it wasn't about money. It was about trust, comfort, and a strong belief in the team's direction. Panarin explained that while higher offers existed, financial gain was not his top priority. Instead, he wanted long-term security and the right feeling about his next team. That feeling, it turns out, came from conversations with someone he trusted deeply. The Rangers' connection to Panarin's choice. That person was Vladislav Gavrikov, a defenseman who knew the Los Angeles Kings organization extremely well. Panarin admitted that he spoke frequently with Gavrikov about the Kings. Those talks played a major role in convincing him that Los Angeles was the right place to continue his career. Gavrikov's insight into the locker room culture, coaching staff, and overall environment helped shape Panarin's final decision. While there is nothing illegal or unethical about players talking, the optics are troubling for New York. Gavrikov was brought into the Rangers organization to help the team win games, strengthen the locker room, and build a championship mindset. Instead, his influence indirectly helped another franchise land one of New York's biggest stars. From the Rangers' point of view, it feels like an internal breakdown, one that happened quietly and at the worst possible time. A subtle shot at the Rangers. Panarin's comments also carried an unspoken message. By emphasizing the feeling he had about the Kings, Panarin seemed to suggest that something was missing in New York. Whether it was trust, long-term vision, or overall direction, his words hinted at deeper issues within the Rangers organization. He never directly criticized head coach Mike Sullivan or his former teammates, but the implication was clear. If a player of Panarin's caliber felt more confident in a struggling Kings team than in a Rangers roster built to contend, that speaks volumes. For Sullivan and the front office, the trade wasn't just a roster loss. It was a reputation hit. Why the Rangers had no choice. Even without Gavrikov's influence, the Rangers were stuck in a difficult position. Panarin held all the power through his no-movement clause. Once he limited his options to Los Angeles, every other team was effectively out of the race. Any alternative destination would have resulted in a similar return. The Rangers were negotiating from weakness, not strength. Whether Panarin chose the Kings or another team, New York was always going to receive a less-than-ideal package. In that sense, the damage was already done before the trade call was even made. What this means going forward. For the Kings, landing Panarin is a massive win. Even if they are not immediate contenders, adding a proven star gives them credibility, leadership, and a renewed sense of direction. Panarin's belief in the organization could also make Los Angeles more attractive to future free agents. For the Rangers, the situation is more complex. They must now address not only the loss of elite production on the ice, but also the internal culture that allowed such a situation to unfold. Trust between players, coaches, and management will be under scrutiny. Fans will demand answers, and pressure on Mike Sullivan's leadership will only increase. Final thoughts. Artemi Panarin's trade to the Los Angeles Kings will be remembered not just for the move itself, but for what it revealed behind the scenes. A single conversation, repeated many times, helped change the course of a franchise. In today's NHL, influence doesn't always come from the front office. Sometimes it comes quietly from inside the locker room. And for the New York Rangers, that may be the most troubling lesson of all.